2 weeks after my dad's funeral, a lawyer called to inform us that there was a revised will. The new version of the will was different from the one he'd signed with me as a witness 2 years earlier. Instead of splitting everything evenly between me and my sister, this new version left her the house, which was appraised at $4,600,000, his $3,800,000 in savings, and every share of his hardware business. I got one line, a $5,000 keepsake payment, and a note thanking me for understanding. My sister didn't even call. She texted me, saying she hoped I wasn't upset and that Dad always wanted her to be taken care of. I didn't respond. Instead, I asked the lawyer for a copy of the new signature. I hired a handwriting expert for $600 and showed her both signatures side by side. The new signature was close, almost perfect, but the pen pressure and letter spacing didn't match any of the forms from his medical consent paperwork from the previous year, which I'd filled out while sitting next to him in waiting rooms. Someone had traced it. I didn't confront my sister. I started watching instead. 6 weeks after the funeral, she opened a boutique downtown. She had $210, $0 in startup capital. But there was no loan on record anywhere, and no business credit history to justify a number that size. I found the notary's information in the will, and called his office to confirm the signing date. His assistant told me that he had retired, and moved out of state 3 months before that date. He couldn't have witnessed anything that day, because he hadn't lived in the county for 3 months. I sat on all of this information for 2 more weeks, quietly pulling bank records, business filings, and lease documents. I built a file thick enough that nobody could call it a misunderstanding. I filed a will contest, presenting a handwriting analysis and a sworn statement from the notary's replacement, confirming that he had left the state months earlier. The court froze the estate, including the $2,100,000 that had funded her store, 9 days before her grand opening. She couldn't pay her 3 employees that week. The store never opened to the public. Boxes of inventory were still sitting in the back room when it closed its doors. The ruling came down 19 days later. The forged will was thrown out, the original stood, and I recovered $3,100,000 of the estate, plus $22. Zero in legal fees. She was ordered to pay directly out of what was left of her savings. On top of losing the store's commercial lease entirely, she was now facing a separate fraud charge filed by the state. We hadn't spoken since the judge read the ruling aloud in the courtroom. She thought she had a 6-week head start on a whole new life. It turns out that 2 months of me saying nothing was worth more than all of that.